Present.
Crystal Figueroa. Matthew Thurston.
Present.
Ethan Corrales. Raina Sabat. Fatia Obabi. Bryn Terry. Ada Meserve. Patrick Gibb. Thomas Vera.
Present.
Darcy Dubois. Oliver Petrie.
Present.
Dr. Nicholas.
Yes, I'm here.
Joshua Kersey.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving on to item number 2, the approval of the agenda. I am seeking a motion to approve today's agenda. Motion by Representative Bureau, second by Treasurer Obabi. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Any discussion? No. Any abstentions? Any discussion? Since there are no discussions, I would like, motion, any discussions? Since there are no discussion, we'll move on to a vote. All those in, thank you. I am seeking a motion to approve the minutes from the special election Parliament Meeting of February 9, 2022. Motion by Representative Bureau, second by Treasurer. Is there any discussion? Since there are no discussions, I will ask for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? Since there are no open forums, we will move on to any officers' announcements. I will give the floor to President Patel.
Thank you, Mr. Corrales. So I do have one announcement. SCG is going to be putting on a holy celebration, which is the festival of Indian colors, where in India people throw colors to celebrate the festival, for the culture and everything. So there's going to be Indian food and all that stuff, music, dancing, a live sitar player. So if anyone is interested, I do have flyers for the event as well. Hopefully this will get the community together, and especially because there's a low Indian population on campus, hopefully this will bring people together. So if you guys would like a flyer, I do have some. Thank you.
Thank you, President Patel. I recognize Vice President Matthew Thurston.
Thank you. For my announcements today, I don't have too many representatives here, but I'm just seeking members for the Elections Commission. So if anybody sees the replay or would like to join the Elections Commission, that would be great. Right now I have a few members, but I'm just looking for as many people as possible because class elections are coming up. So we're going to have to begin working on that. So, yes.
Thank you, Vice President Thurston. Moving on to Secretary Crystal.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to let you guys know we are still currently recruiting for SOC. I do have a new member who just joined recently, and I'm hoping that she knows someone or anyone that is interested as well. So if you know anyone, please spread the word, provide any applications, and any information if you have any questions.
Thank you, Secretary Figueroa. Moving on to Treasurer Obabi.
I have an announcement doing.
Thank you, Treasurer Obabi. Moving on to my announcements. So for today's announcements, I will start off with the leave of absence. I have a leave of absence from Representative Bryn Terry due to personal religion observance. And I also
Looking for a motion to approve Bryn Terry's leave. One second. Any discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? And then the second leave of absence I have is for alumni representative Joshua Kersey, who is out of town. I see him.
Looking for a motion to approve Joshua Percy's leave. Okay, motion by. Yeah. Any discussions? Any discussions? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Any abstentions?
No other announcements. Oh, actually, I have one announcement. I am looking for people to join my Bylaws and Communication Committee. So we kind of control whatever changes happen to our bylaws. And I would be interested, if you know anybody or yourself would like to be interested in my committee, please feel free to come to me in the office, or please come grab a business card with my contact information. Thank you. Since there is currently no update for deputy speaker, we'll move on to the reports. Recognizing the floor to Treasurer, sorry, leaving the floor to Treasurer Alumni for the finance commission.
The last financial committee meeting, we just approved the budget of the student organization funds. And that's going to be practically for the end of the new for student activities measure, and that's what we the last financial meeting.
I require a motion to approve the finance commission meetings from February 9th and February 23rd. Motion by Representative Hira, and a second by Secretary Rivera. Any discussions? No discussions? All in favor? Say aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? And now we will move on to new business, and I will recommend the floor to President Patel for her announcements.
So we do have some new business here tonight. First, including a letter from President Sanchez discussing that our funding will be cut short due to us not meeting the boundaries and the rules of student community government. So the funding has been cut short, and no organizations will receive any new funding. It will just be from the SCG funds. And so we have the letter. If anyone has any questions about that, feel free to ask towards the end. And also, we are trying to figure out ways to, sorry, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. We're trying to revise and revisit the bylaws, and we are looking to, fix those before we can get our funding back. So that is the new business announcement, which was directed from the president of the college. So our executive board has been working to fix the bylaws and get some more people on the SCG, because we only have, very limited amount of people, and we need a certain amount to get this funding.
I just going to add on to that. So yeah, it is lengthy, feel free to read it at length. But yeah, the college brought to our attention, the main violation of the bylaws was we're not in compliance with quorum, which essentially is like the amount of parliament members that we should have right now, which would be half plus one. So right now, the repercussions of that is that the president is not giving funding, he's not giving us the student activities fee, which is normally given to SCG for the spring tuition. And we are going to try to be in compliance with bylaws come fall, so we can get that student activities fee. So until then, we're trying to get in compliance with quorum and potentially revisit the bylaws so that we don't have to have 26 people here in order to be in compliance.
Yeah, we're just trying to be in compliance with it and also to adhere to his, directions, because we want to be consistent with it and establish a supportive relationship with the college and with SCG. So in order to do that, we definitely have to, get our name on here and fix a few things within the bylaws. So that just concludes the new business.
motion to approve President Patel's announcement. Okay. For those who would like to make discussion, I would please just advise that you raise your name tag so that we can Arthur, you have.
Good evening. Thank you for sharing this with us. I'm excited and encouraged to hear that you're looking to get more managers. And your plan to do it for September is a good one. It's just, I think we might want to look as a body at doing this, starting this process a little earlier, so that by the time returning students come back, there might be more people on Parliament. To that degree, I'll be more than happy to assist in any way, provide tables, spots for flyers, anything like that. Thank you for letting me share it.
Thank you, Staff Representative Arthur Cauchy. We will now move on to any faculty updates from Dr. Derek.
I'm sorry, with this noise, I actually don't have anything particularly exciting or interesting to say. The president here is on the board for the election of the new president, so that would be interesting for me. However, I will just mention one thing. The week of these masks, and this may be dropped by 21st or something. So I would like to, well, it's a narrow gradium here, but I would like to point out to you that there are, I'm not talking about myself, I don't really consider myself in this category, but there are professors who have serious health issues. And they actually are quite anxious about the dropping masses, students coming in and so on, because they will feel exposed. Some of them actually can even be vaccinated for various health reasons. So it's my just general remark or appeal. Please be considerate. And there is a professor who says, look, I'd really like you to have a mask on or something. Probably be accommodating, but
Thank you, Dr. Derek Nicholas. Moving on to staff updates from Mr. Arthur Cauchy.
On behalf of PSA, we know that spring break's coming up. It's been a long time and it's well deserved. We encourage everybody to enjoy it, be smart, be safe, and have fun. All right, I had to throw my parent hat in there when I said be safe.
yes.
When we come back, things are going to be hitting the ground fast, and the semester always is like the ending back on that. So, thank you. Enjoy it, guys. Be safe. Be smart. Have fun.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Mr. Arthur Cauchy. We will now move on to the Dean of Students. Since she is not here, we will skip to the alumni updates. Since Mr. Person's not here, we have a leave. We will move on to the appointments, resignations, and vacancies. I will recognize the floor to the president.
So we do have a few appointments. So we did, well, I did appoint 2 members to the SOC committee. So we did that. And then also on academic affairs committee, we have Josh Rosenbaum. On the Bylaws Education Commission committee, we have Ashley Corrales and David Reservi. We do not have anyone on the Commissions and Services Committee at this time. On the Elections Commission, we have Matthew Thurston, Thomas Fiora, Alex Ortiz, Josh Rosenbaum. On the Finance Commission Committee, we have Fatia, we have Ashley Corrales, Alex Ortiz, Josh Rosenbaum, and James Torres. For the Personnel Evaluation Committee, we have Arthur Cauchy, and on the Public Relations Committee, we have Matthew Thurston. Also, we have nobody on the Student Entertainment Committee at this time. And for SOC Committee, we have Christopher Guerrero, who's the chair, and the 2 new appointees, Aslan Morales and Carolina Santana Velasquez, and Kennedy Hill. And on the council, we have myself and David Reservi at this time. We do not have anyone on the Academic Integrity Board, the Academic Standing Committee, Academic Technology Committee as well. And for the Bookstore Advisory Committee, we have Dana Suarez. On the Calendar Committee, we have Ashley Corrales. And the rest of the committees are currently vacant at this time, besides the Library Advisory Committee, which has James Flores, and Committee on Convocations, which is for the Senior Class President, Casey Baldwin, and Honorary Degrees Committee of Casey Baldwin, who's the Senior Class President at this time. And we do not have any resignations, and we still have one vacancy, which is the Deputy Speaker's position. Thank you.
Does anybody oppose the appointments, resignations, or vacancies? No. We oppose? No. Now moving on to the issues of Parliament members. If any member would like to speak on something that requires a discussion, now is your time. No discussion? Any with like the issues, it's our time to talk about that. So I don't know.
Okay, so like I said earlier in my previous announcement, we are hosting the Holy Celebration. So like I said, if anyone is interested, you can grab a flyer. And spread the word as well with this event.
Any discussions? No discussions? All in favor? Just asking for a motion of adjournment? Oh, sorry. Can I get a motion for adjournment, please? Motion by Treasurer Olabi and second by Vice President. Meeting adjourned. Diana, roll call, please.
Trina Patel. Crystal Figueroa. Matthew Thurston.
President.
Isa Morales. Raina Sabat. Batia Wabi. Bryn Terry. Eden Meservey. Patrick Gibb. Thomas Bura. Darcy Dubois. Arthur Patry. Dr. Derek Nicholas. Joshua Frosty.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Absent.
This is Raymond Baccari reporting from Anchor TV and The Anchor, news editor at The Anchor, news manager at Anchor TV. I'm joined by President of SCG, Trina Patel, and Vice President of SCG, Matthew Thurston. Just had your Parliament meeting for March 2nd. I just want to ask a couple things because this was a big meeting. So I just want to clarify, SCG lost funding because it didn't have enough members?
Right, sorry. So we lost funding due to the,
Not being in compliance with the law.
not being in compliance with quorum. And also due to the fact that we don't have enough Parliament members. We're supposed to have 20 people on board, but we do not have 20 at this time.
How many Parliament members are there at this time?
5.
5 Parliament members? And that's not counting the board? Okay. And speaking of the Parliament members, I notice every meeting, a lot of them don't attend. Has there been any communication efforts, to figure out what's going on in that
Of
regard?
course, we communicate with them. We send them reminders 24/7 at this time. And, and they do not, unfortunately, some people can't come due to religious exemptions and their dogs being sick. So,
Okay, and there was a certain committee that was mentioned a couple times, the SOC committee?
SOC, yeah.
That's
Like SOCs, yeah.
SOC?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me a little more about that committee and what's the, the goal?
So SOC committee is a student organization committee. So Crystal Figueroa, the secretary, the executive secretary, she deals with the SOC committee. And they basically just get organizations from, across campus to assist with events and things of that nature.
Okay, and Vice President Thurston, you had referenced class elections. Can you talk a little more about that?
Yeah, class elections are going to be coming up. I'm going to be starting an advertising initiative the week after spring break. So we're going to be re-electing for,
Right.
sophomore class, junior class, and freshman class, or in senior class rather. Freshmen we can't elect until they get here in the fall.
Exactly.
And what was your other question?
It was just that. So what classes, what years are these elections for? The class of?
It's going to be for the class of so sophomore, junior, senior. So it's going to be class of 2023, 2024, and 2025.
And there'll be more information to follow with when it's going to be held, how
Yes.
voting will occur?
We're going to be starting an advertising initiative the week after spring break, and people are going to be able to come up to the office to, take out a petition, or if they're already involved, then they can just declare.
Okay, and this is a question for both of you, because to my understanding, SCG funds all the other orgs. It just lost its funding. What does this mean for the RIC community?
This,
So we still have.
go ahead.
SCG still has funding.
In the reserves.
We still have reserve money that we're gonna be able to supply
safe,
for student
yeah.
organizations. We just have to be more careful with how we're giving it out. So no worries about the spring.
Because
We're
in the
hop-
safe, yeah.
We're hoping to be in compliance come fall.
Right.
And that way we'll get the student activity feedback and hopefully things will be good.
Yeah.
And
Working really hard, diligently, night, day and night, spending a lot of time, dedicating our time to SCG to get the bylaws in order as well, working tirelessly at this right now.
how much money is in the reserve?
Not sure off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
we will not disclose that this time.
Okay, and what happens if fall that the bylaws aren't met?
If that what?
If the bylaws are met in the fall?
If the bylaws aren't met in the fall, then the funding will still be closed.
Well, yeah, if the.
But we should be able to meet it in the fall, no worries about that.
The college give us estimated numbers, and you can refer any additional questions to the treasurer, but the
Right.
college gave us numbers.
Treasurer will be
Yeah, the treasurer gave us the college gave us numbers of what they're expecting
Right.
for enrollment. It's still down from previous years, so we had to cut about $200,000 from the
Exactly.
budget, which is why a lot of the organizations are getting less than they did even this year during COVID. So we did feel bad about that, but we had to cut about $204,000 from the budget. In the fall, we're hoping to have again that SAF feedback from the college,
Right.
so they'll be able to come back to the finance commission and say, hey, I need more funding. But just for the spring is where we're using our reserve funds and our escrow funds.
Yes.
There was talks of changing the bylaws. Can you tell me a little more about that?
So we're going to be changing the bylaws and altering them to, our generation right now. The bylaws are very outdated at this time, so we are looking to, change and revamp the organization.
And would this mean you would need less members to then be good for the fall?
Yes.
How many members?
Maybe we're still roughly estimating, we just started all of this, and maybe at least 10 permanent members instead of 20.
Okay, my final question. Sorry to hold you both up for longer than expected. Since it's
No worries.
SCG seems like it's in rebuilding mode. What's going to be done to try to get new members?
We are going to revamp everything, change everything, and hopefully, we'll be able to drive more people into the organization, because that's the ultimate goal, is to get more people involved, as I've been saying since, my term began.
Are there any certain ways, are you going to try to host a table at dawn or
We've
emails?
been hosting tables at dawn, but those haven't really been successful, so we're looking to, have more events and talk to SCG, or, talk with SCG to see if they can, get more members to be more included in the organization. Like I have an event coming up, so I'll be talking to people about joining committees and joining SCG as a whole, so.
President Patel, Vice President Thurasan, thank you both for your time.
Thank you, support
you.
team member
Good to
Baccari.
see you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.